My lighting is shit, and I don't care. My lighting is shit, and I do not care. What's my bed looking like? A fool, don't care. Hey. The fuckery of it all. So what? Who cares? Shenanigans. The foolery. The fuckery of it all. Okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Hold on. Yeah. He. Oh, let's give some energy today. I want some energy from y'all. It is Sunday. It's the 16th. What? There's a lot of that going around. Oops. Say what? All right, now that my good old mixture of pussy is done. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. I'm trying to get another light working here. Do you want to plug in or am I just stupid today? Hold on. Can you turn on for me, please? Thank you. There we go. Now lighting is sufficient. What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Matty Rants. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, what we're doing today is I'm going to be doing this live with you for about an hour and a half. We have until 1:30 today, so get settled in, get your coins, get your food, get your libations, and get yourself something to drink or something to eat or something to hold you down. Hey, Demetria, what's up, Jose? Hold on now. Let me get my chat up so I can speak to y'all clearly and concisely. You know I love you, baby, so very much. And my rant pack, how you doing? See, the coins is if you at work. Get your coins if you at work so you can get your own coins, okay? Because I'm not going to be asking y'all ever again in reference for donations. I'm a little tired of dealing with people or listening to, or seeing comments that are very unnecessary and unprovoked from others who try to understand my story or who are trolling my page. And I don't want my followers to even see that stuff no more. So at this point in time right now, if something just goes down, it just goes down, and I'll figure it out and we'll do our best. But I know that I've been putting in the work. I know that I've been doing what I need to do to get my shit together. I have been fixing my credit. I have been applying for jobs, and I have been minding my motherfucking business. So with that being said, I don't have to worry about nothing. Also, shout out to Jamar84. I just got off the phone with him this morning. That's my good friend, and I will always ride for him. Even in the days when I was really upset and I had my moments with Jamar, I always came to him at the end of all being and being like, hey friend, I was being an ass. And I was mad at this, and it was for no reason, and it was stupid. But I appreciate him as my friend because I can call him and that be the conversation. And he'd be like, you were tripping. You were tripping. I just let you trip. Now that you've done tripping, can we get back to where we were? And I thank you. So the Candace Drag Race review will be out tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow on YouTube. Yeah, they're gonna continue. They're gonna continue. I can't do anything about them. I wish that I had a better, maybe a pillow would help. With a memory foam, a bar of soap, possibly a loofah to scrub and exfoliate the skin, the dead skin off of your body. Maybe that's what it is. But who is to say that I give a fuck? Who's to say? I'm just gonna push all this off. Just. Thank you. You was just making my whole bed look bad. So y'all want to talk about Candace Drag Race? Ooh, I got a little pimple right here. Oh, I'm looking at my lighting now on this camera. Okay, she's fine. Whatever. Ooh, my neck. I'll put it like this, y'all. I had a great weekend because as you could see, I was barely on social media. I was entertained this weekend. So I was entertained this weekend. Therefore, I didn't have to sit there and feel like there was nothing going on with myself or whatnot. I was entertained this weekend. My entertainment was what I needed to have. I also cooked dinner twice this weekend, and I had a good little dinner. It was turkey burgers and fresh cut fries the first night. The second night was oven roasted herb garlic with a little bit of wine sauce that I marinated the chicken in, and it was chicken thighs because I like a little fat. And then we did stuffed tortellini shells with a 3-cheese blend and a creamy Alfredo sauce that I kind of kicked up a notch a little bit. And then they made bok choy, which is really weird to go with Italian food, but I've never had bok choy and it was actually damn good. So there you go. With that being said, my weekend was stress-free. Oh, my neck. Hold on, baby. Ooh. There's a little stress in my neck. Ooh, don't you hate that? When you have a little creak in your neck or something? Oh, wee. Oh, there it was. Hold on one more time. Okay. Oh, that felt good. All right. I am a person who sleeps flat. I don't like a big pillow. I don't like 2 pillows when I'm sleeping. I sleep on one flat ass pillow and I can be good. If I sleep and my neck is elevated, ooh, seeing as my back hurts right now, I then get a little crick in my back. So I try my best not to go to sleep like that. Now, I've been gone the last 2 days, and y'all know this place that I'm at now, my new spot. The AC has to run often, and I let the AC not be on for 2 days. So right now, this fan is necessary. She's a little necessary. Ain't it though? Well, this place came pre-furnished, so the lamp is cute, but I'm gonna be real with you, it's gonna be moved. If I end up changing up, because it already come furnished, but if I end up changing it up, that is gonna be moved to like this other little spot over here, so. Yes. Ooh, my neck hurts. Anywho, okay. For those of you on my Patreon page, once again, I'm making this announcement. Depending on how many people are going to be there, I may not stay for too long because last time we did it for 3 hours and there wasn't that many of us. And I like to make this an event that's at least 5 or more people here. But if you're part of my Patreon group, we have a Jackbox game day set up after this live at 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Central, and 5 p.m. Eastern. Now we're gonna play some Jackbox games. That's You Don't Know Jack, Murder Trivia Mystery Party, which is one of my favorite ones to play. But we're gonna do that today, and it's gonna be a weekly thing that we do after Sunday lives. I'm trying to make this more of a scheduled event. So on Sundays now we're gonna do that. And it's also a great way to have ourselves entertained before our primetime Sunday night television turns on, okay? In other words, game night will end an hour prior to Sunday TV day, okay? Jade, so for the Jackbox Gaming, the minimum is the $5 tier for that one. We're doing there's 1, 5, 10s, and 20s. 5 is the minimum to get in the Jackbox tier. Now the movie tier is the 10 and 20s. We're still trying to work out how to do the movie stuff, y'all, because it is laggy as F. And then we tried it on Steven, shout out to Steven, one of my Rant Pack followers and Patreon subscribers. We tried it on his computer, it didn't work out so well. So I'm learning, I'm trying to find a new solution for that one. I'm thinking I need to invest in a very big storage system so I can download a whole bunch of movies to have available to then stream without an issue, or possibly go a different route with Netflix parties, which is another way of watching together. So we'll get that in there, but Jackbox is today. That's today. That's today. So, as you know in my Sunday Lives, I talk about things that are happening in my personal life, and we also go into what's going on television land. I do want to talk about Canada's Drag Race, but I do want to keep it minimum so you can enjoy me Jamar's thoughts and impressions on this last episode, which we have many thoughts and impressions with this last episode. You totally got to get into the Jackbox stuff. It's so much fun, and a lot of stuff is trivia, and then other things are kind of you making up your own jokes, and then everybody, you know, has fun with it too. But yeah, totally get into it. I love it. I'm trying to get Jamar to play. But it's my thing that I like to do. And again, I'm trying to take my health seriously. And I notice a lot of people are out and about, you know, without their mask on, or they're trying to be as sociable as possible still. And I think that we're still dealing with something that we don't have full understanding of yet. And so for me, I limit where I go and what I do, because I want to be able to wake up the next day and get on my camera and continue talking to you. Okay, so yeah, that's why I think it's important with these Jackbox games and other ways of communicating with people while we're trying to keep a safe social distance. Is this for real? So let's talk about Canada's Drag Race a little bit. And again, I don't want to get in too much to it because I want to keep me and Jamar's opinions fresh. But let me get some coffee, girl. Hold on. Who? So, Scarlett Bobo is there just to be, you know, dragged along at this point in time. I feel so bad for her. I feel so bad for her. I felt so bad. When I tell you, Beach, they gave you the speech of a winner. Lemon had a speech too, and we could have seen Lemon winning. Lemon wedge. I can see Lemon, okay? I can see it. I saw it. But when Scarlett was announced, how they gave her praise for everything, and me and Jamar have opinions on her outfit because that dress was nice, but they're worth edits. I didn't appreciate that. It's like, Lemon, you're the winner. Bam. Scarlett, you have once again shown that you are a top contender, but not the top contender. You can go to the back of the stage. She didn't even give him a goodbye, a nothing like that. It was like, Jesus Christ. I love that a lot of people who don't really care for Jimbo are kind of really feeling their shit this week because Jimbo's outfit didn't reflect what the majority of us would have thought Jimbo would have came out in. And I understand that we all can feel like someone's overrated this, that, and the other, but then again, no, they're not. Jimbo's makeup isn't the most amazing. However, I'm not looking at Jimbo for amazing makeup. I'm looking at Jimbo for entertainment value. Hey, Chunky. Hey, Shakiba. Hey, everybody that's joining in. So maybe I hold him to a different standard. Maybe. If that's the case, I take it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I want to go over who's left in the competition right now and my ups and downs with them so you all understand where I'm feeling when it comes to these people. And hey, Chunky Monkey. Jimbo is the entertainer. I don't care for her makeup each and every time, though, because it is a little not severe enough for what is given with the outfit. Like, Jimbo's outfits are so incredible that her makeup I would love for it to reflect it, but I am still, it's like I don't give that much of a fuck about her makeup. I'm just being honest with you. Like, I know other girls where I may have dragged them a little bit deeper, but that's because their aesthetic was that face. That was what they were given. I'm giving you all kinds of mug. No, you're not. That's different. I didn't hear one time Jimbo walk on that stage and go, my makeup is flawless. Bobby Drake, we'll get to that in just a second. Do I need to call Nina here and have my truce moment with her so I can be like, she did what? Sting. I like Jimbo. I think Jimbo is hilarious. Again, Jimbo won the challenge itself when it came down to what's it called? I'm looking at I'm looking at my background. There's a bottle of Nivea lotion. There's my toiletry bag right there. And look, there's also my dustpan and broom. Oh, wait, there goes my Nintendo Switch in its case that I'm going to trade in for another one because I don't need to have that Nintendo Switch because of the negative connotations that hold to it. Hey, yo, listen, hold up. We've been in this video for about 16 minutes. There's almost 120 in here, and we already have one dislike, and I love my hater so much. Do me a favor, everybody. Hit that like button right now. Let's overcome this hate with some love here and show them what we really feeling right now. Show them how we feel. Oh, I'm going to trade it in. It has negative energy with that Switch, and I'm going to have to get a different one. So, there you go. So, let me continue. Jimbo. Oh, another hater. Hey, hater. Oh, y'all look at them. They are coming in. They are coming in. They are coming. Oh, I love it. 52/2, though. You got to beat that, babes. Oh. Like I said, I don't have time for this bullshit today. So if someone wants to hate on me, write about it and then let me do you a favor and restrict your account and then delete you and block because I didn't read it. Cheers. People are crazy. It's a miracle. Milk and coffee. It's a miracle. Anywho. Jimbo is special. And that's why a lot of us like Jimbo. And that's also why a lot of us are a little bit defensive. I did put it in the freezer. I did. That's why we're a little sensitive of Jimbo and things that happen because there's some sort of, it's almost like a connection that Jimbo has with all of us in a bit with the aesthetic, the way she talks, the way she acts, her comedy, every bit of it. Jimbo says, like Jimbo says, I'm a clown and this is what I love to do. If I am making people laugh, I'm doing my job. I felt all that from Jimbo. Rita Baga, it's starting to feel like, Justin, you say that, but this is starting to feel like Rita Baga's race. It's starting to feel like, well, we about to watch Rita just walk away with this one. I think that Rita's dress this week was absolute perfection. The wig was a chop, but the dress was absolute perfection. However, I think there's a little bit of overhypedness with Miss Rita, and I don't think that I think she is amazing. I'm just saying, as far as looking at the other queens in the competition, I get a little upset at how I feel more of them are getting nitpicked than Rita is on specific things. Like even that wig was a chop, and someone came right in like, well, no, the wig is, I like the wig. Be real. Stop playing with these people. And who isn't telling Jeffrey Boyer Chapman that putting eyeshadow in the center parts of your eyes does not account for an actual painted mug? That looks silly and very high school. That's very high school. I'm cool with, listen, exploring your makeup, yeah, but this man has a whole makeup team talking about just a little in the corners. You look stupid. Oh, that yellow eyeshadow. That was a choice. That was a choice. That was a choice. That was a choice. Ooh. Scarlet Bobo is robbed. I'm going to call her Robbed Bobo. Scarlet robbed. There we go. Scarlet robbed. Scarlet should have been with a win by now. I'm not even giving her two. A win. Just a win. One. There should have been one. I wanted this group to go into the top 5 or 6. Hey, China. With wins apiece. Oh, no, don't do that. No. Don't you put Lenny Kravitz and JBC in the same place. Don't you do it. We don't do that to Lenny. Lenny is king. Lenny Kravitz is king. You will not put, oh, no, you won't. JBC with Lenny, no, ma'am. Lenny Kravitz has style. Don't you do that. He has taste and a good ear for music. And how dare you? I know you're using, what was his name in Hunger Games again? I was so mad what they did to his character. I love Lenny Kravitz, by the way, y'all. So just in case, for the person who said it, please forgive me for jumping down your throat. I'm a huge, huge fan of Lenny Kravitz. You ask me about any kind of rock or alternative music, that's the guy. I will say I have every album. 5 is still my favorite. 5 is my favorite. Black velveteen, simple and clean. Oh, what a bad machine. Okay, stop. So yeah, Scarlet robbed. I'm gonna say that. Lemon is a slow squeeze. Lemon's a slow squeeze. Senna, that's right, Senna, that's right. Because it was like cinnamon and yeah, Senna, there we go. Lemon's a slow squeeze. I think Lemon is giving this honestly, I liked Lemon from second episode up. It took me a little Counting Crows. I know about Counting Crows. Yeah, I know about that. I know about the 90s rock and alternative music before we get into the, Panic at the Disco bullshit or whatever that is. No shade to them. I'm just saying I was way more into like Bush and like, what was that one? Goo Goo Dolls, that type of stuff. Yeah, I was very much in that kind of realm, like very 90s grunge. May he rest in peace, Kurt Cobain, that type of bit. Yeah. Like that dystopia rock from 90s, everything. Like, I don't know what you mean about it. Like that, ugh, that's my, Linkin Park, yeah, there we go. 90s, early 2000s. Girl, me saying the Goo Goo Dolls brings me like back. Stone Temple Pilots, okay. Garbage was another group I liked. I like Garbage. I was a fan of that music group. I thought she was so dope. The main singer, what was her name again? And they did the song for the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack that was everything. I would die for you. I would lie for you. I would burn and wash. Oh my gosh, stop. Okay. Grunge, there we go. Yeah, I like the grunge scene. I was not a fan of Evanescence. I was not a fan of that. No, I don't like Evanescence. Wake me up. No, thank you. She's standing on the building about to jump. This isn't okay. Like, no one's telling her to get back in. You didn't offend me. You didn't offend me. Don't you ever say that, Mark. You did not offend me. You did not offend me. You did not offend me. That did not happen. I just couldn't get it. I think it was because everyone liked them. I was one of those people who did not like the people who everybody was like living for. Like Destiny's Child days, people weren't on Beyonce in the beginning. You do know that, right? They were all talking about everybody else and saying Beyonce was an ass. I was been on B. Her and them little bullshit runs she used to do until she got her voice together. Because let's be clear, Beyonce back in the day with Destiny's Child, her vocals were not where they are now. They were not where they are now. Let's be clear. You go back to No, No, No and compare it to something that she would sing today. Am I lying? I like Maroon 5. Okay. Back to this here. But she practiced. That's the thing. Practice, and that's what B did. She practiced and she worked on those vocals. And now you cannot look at her from then and look at her now and be like, same people. Nope. Old Maroon 5. Say that again. Old Maroon 5. I love it. Everyone's like, Matt, wait. I did not like the Christina Aguilera, Adam Levine song. You got me moving like Jagger. I did not like that song. That song was played out, child. I remember the girls would get in the club and think they had rhythm, trying to do Christina's part. I wanna let go. See, I can't do Christina right now because Jamar, that's her girl. That's Jamar's girl. Let me shut up. Jamar asked me to stop. He said, "Girl, give Christina a month of you not reading her." Anywho. Worker bee. Whoa! It's true, but then again, if you want to be perfect at your craft, What do? Practice, practice, practice. I like Pink. I like Pink a lot. Yeah, that will leave it there. I like Pink a lot. There's nothing. I don't find nothing wrong with Pink. You know what I mean? Like I miss R&B Pink compared to this pop wave sensation bullshit. But yeah, R&B Pink was the tea. You make me sick. Oh yeah, Alicia Keys. Ooh, what album was it for y'all that it stopped being Keys? L.A. Reid Pink. Come on now. Hold on. What album did Alicia Keys stop being Alicia Keys for you? Because I have that album and I'm ready to tell you. Hey, Rashandra. I know y'all know that. Ooh, Jade. Jade. It was the after the second album, that third one, when we were supposed to get that Beyonce song, and they never released the music video. Filmed it. We had clips of it. They were showing us all kinds of stuff. Never happened. Never happened. That was when I stopped listening to Alicia Keys. There was one song on there that was really good, and it was I was wondering maybe if you could I'm ready. If you ask me, I'm ready. That's the song. Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. If you ask me, I'm ready. After that album, never again. I never came back. Unthinkable. Ooh, and her sleeping with a married man and having that be the cause of that relationship breaking up, and then them trying to be cool too. Because you know that, right? You know that, right? That Alicia Keys is married to a man who was married while they got together. Who is it again that she's with right now? Was it Swiss Beats? Is that Swiss? Yeah, she slept with some man. Maddie, we can't talk about allegedly. Alleged. You remember when they went on Good Morning America and then tried to normalize it? Like, hold on, for real? Like, they went on Good Morning America. It was like the ex-wife and this one, bitch. Like, now, in all reality, if I'm going to tell you my business, because I have, my father cheated on my mother several times. My mother took care of some children just like they were her own, because that's how my mama was, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just her character. But difference is, my dad stayed with my mother after all his infidelities. This was like, oh, so what we about to do is we about to pound. I'm kind of cool with this right now, but we still got a family together. So hey, I mean, it is what it is. But child, it was a fucking mess. It was a mess. Alicia Keys was looked at as somebody voice, but she's passable, and that's exactly all. I'm just gonna leave it there. She is passable, if that makes any sense to people. India Ari is, but no, not was, is. Say it again, Leslie. You can retype that one. India Ari is better. India Ari should be in a way bigger platform than she is, but India Ari is also not. She is unapologetically black, and that is some things that people cannot handle. Okay, and that's just the truth. But I'll just be real with you, honey. Have you heard India Ari's music? Please, you want to talk about some deep shit? Mama knows what she's talking about. I love me some India, okay? And I bought India's first album. Sure did. Ready for Love is still Millie. It will always and forever be. It will for her best song. I am ready for love. Woo! Cock. All right. We was on Candace Drag Race. You got me on a diva conversation. Hold on. Let me get back to it. Scarlett's robbed. Scarlett's robbed. let's just say Scarlett's right. First, I liked Lemon. I just want her to get into and understand I and others aren't body shaming her. I know some people are. Silhouette is not representative of her presence to me, and so I wouldn't mind if she were to throw in a hip. Not a big one. Don't get cartoony. Just throw on a hip. Something for some of the looks. Not every look you do. The toddlers and tiara look she didn't need padding. That was perfect, but she did it. Priyanka is becoming I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know if they're holding her down like this until we get into the final three and Priyanka's gonna make final three, or if Priyanka's gonna have one of those exits out where it's like, damn, she almost made this far, but she got in her own way. I am sad to see how Priyanka's run is going right now. I think Priyanka's runway is perfection. Performance-wise, it's a fool. It's a fool. I don't know what's going on. I would like an explanation. I'd love one. Whew. Now, who left in this competition? I mean, that's everybody. Yeah, that's everyone. Jimbo reading Rita Baga in the back was uncomfortable and hilarious in the same breath. Very that. This thing. Rita, Jimbo, would you like me to give you my opinion on your look? Jimbo, sure. Yeah, tell me what you think. Rita, well, honestly, I don't know what you were going for in your makeup, but it seems like you're older. Well, I put the tape here to make me younger. Oh. Well, to me, you look older. And then proceed to talk about the dress, looking cheap. Now, I'm going to clear house, and me and Jamar cleared house on this too, because I get that y'all can be mad at Jimbo because you want to be, and I get that the way Jimbo talked to Rita may have triggered you. So I understand how you can feel on that, but I will tell you, when Jimbo said, well, now that we've given our opinions on this, I like to tell you mine, and read her for dirt. To be honest with you, I was okay with Jimbo doing it because in reality, Rita hasn't gotten dragged enough, in my opinion. So I was like, this is kind of deserved. But I also say, now did Rita need to get all that? No. But at the same time, and Jamar is gonna say this in the video, and I will as well. There we go. When you open your mouth and you say, ah, anything can go in there. The moment you open your mouth, say, oh, I didn't think it was a bad look at all. I thought it was fucking hilarious. I was like, get her. I certainly thought it was funnier than Alona's bullshit, but you know, it is what it is. So if Jimbo is looking like is a mean person for this one moment, then oh my. You know what I'm saying? If this is the moment that everyone's like, I can't believe she dragged Rita like that, I am no longer standing, then girl, you weren't there to begin with. I know many queens who have said a lot more worse things to them be dragged. I will say, if I was Jimbo's friend, I would have been like, now sis, at the end of all of that, I'd have been like, did you really need to? Because I know that you're just frustrated with Jeffrey Boyer Chapman always coming for you every time you get up there. Like, it's no matter what you do, no matter how well you look, he's going to say something really snarky. So when the whole thing happened and Rita, like, wanted to give her opinion, That's me. If someone asks me, Matt, can I give you your opinion? You may, but I may say something afterwards. Because if you're going to tell me how you feel, I can tell you how I feel too. Because Jimbo was probably thinking this bitch's wig is fucking fool. And they're going to give her what for that? Nah, bitch. So, yeah. I wasn't mad at it. I thought it was funny. I thought, again, these small moments of untucked are clever. I'll tell you what's better though. Jimbo going off on Rita made more sense than Scarlett and Alona's argument in the workroom. Like, what was that about? What were they arguing about? No, I generally, me and Jamar were so confused. We're like, so what are they arguing about? One needs space and one feels like that, you know, she's not being mean, but the other one's taking her as being mean. It was weird. It felt very, I'm doing this for TV. And I did not care for that. I was like, I get, but that's where I knew when Rita was like, can I tell you my opinion? I was like, girl, this is not, I really wish I had been like, ooh, Rita, hold that thought. Hold it. Like, keep it here. Confess, we're in the back. Tensions are high. Did you see what happened to Alona when she thought she could drag her? Not gonna be the case. So let that go. But I appreciate Rita for handling that in a very calm manner and not reacting to Jimbo just literally just throwing jokes. Like, just throwing reads. Like, your hair's a chop. Your hair's so ugly. Like, but I promise you, if not this next week coming back into the workroom, we see them apologize to each other, I'm sure that was already squashed within that moment, whether it was on or off camera, like with the quickness, like, girl, my bad, like, my bad. I'm pissed right now. I shouldn't have done that to you. Oh yes, I understand. I guarantee it. Alona had a lot of ageist jokes, ageism. Lots of old lady this and old lady that, and you know, those old bitches over there. I was a little bit perturbed by that too. As a two-spirited person who's indigenous on the show, who I'm like, girl, you are really claiming, why you gotta do all that? I hate that. And I think I'm becoming a person who's starting to recognize things, little microaggressions now, because it's been pointed out to me sometimes with jokes that I make that I could be going in that territory, which I understand. But then we get into, you know, the same person who says not to do that, doing it. And it's like, what the fuck is this? I cut out a joke in my last video where I was going to say that Boa got I said, let me tell you all the joke I was going to say, but I deleted it because I was like, no, I don't want anyone to be offended by this joke because of the words I'm using for someone that would take that, they misconstrue my words. But basically, when Boa got put on Jimbo and Rita Baga's team, the original joke, and Jamar cracked it, it was funny, but I was like, I don't want to put this up. It was, what did I say? I was like, I was like, Lemon and Priyanka are a Tom Arnold bitch over there giving you perfect drink teas while you have a potato in between two saltine crackers giving you all kinds of just starch. And that was the joke. But I was like, I'm not going to do that because that would then imply or that these two are old white ladies, whatever. And the word, I didn't like to use that. And then potato because Boa was basically a potato the first episode. So that was the joke. But I was like, no, I'm not putting that in there. Because why? I'm not going to be able to explain the joke afterwards. It's just going to be there. And two, someone can take that and run with it. It's a funny joke, but it's also a joke that doesn't have to be said completely. But you see how I broke that down? So if anybody got mad at me now, I'd be like, did you not hear the breakdown? Yeah, but that's why you always have to pick and choose what you think is funny and also what comes out of your mouth or how you're going to respond or react to people. And Jimbo reacted. I have not seen any spoilers. I don't want to see any spoilers for this season. This is why me and Jamar have been loving this. And yeah, Canada's Drag Race is dope. I don't care what anybody says. Like, this judging is poo, but we got something to talk about. And she's entertaining. Holland's Drag Race, me and Jamar 84 will be covering that. I have already poked him enough to say, we're doing it. I am concerned at what the cast is going to look like for Drag Race Holland. I am very concerned. Very. I'd like to see somebody that I can find some sort of relation to on that cast on a specific level, if you understand what I'm saying. I can relate to everybody, but I'm saying on a specific level, at least one or two. I think there is one or two on there. I don't know. But I'd like to see more than just one kind of representation on a show like that. Then again, well, no, because it's different for other ones. What are your thoughts on the All-Star 6 cast? I don't have any because I'm not going to talk about it. That hasn't even been... A lot of girls are saying they're on it that aren't... let me stop talking. Let me stop talking. A lot of people who say they're on 6 that are not on 6. And I'm just going to leave it at that. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Especially after my phone call this morning. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. Once again, Matt's like, don't tell me anything. And someone like drops everything on me. And I'm like, okay, so I have to now process information. Find a way to forget it. Find a way. Girl, I think I got some Smirnoff up in here. I'm about to make me a drink or two. I need to. So mad that person told me this morning. And I quote, this is how the phone call went. Hello? Hey, Maddie. Hey, what's going on, friend? Okay, so don't be mad at me, but this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, this person, and this person on all. I was like, confirmed? 3 of them are. I was like, stop talking. It's literally me. I was just like, stop talking. What else did you have to call me about? And so we continue with the conversation. I love you, friend. Don't call me with that shit no more. I hate it. Oh, I wanted to be surprised this year. They even had better challenges. Oh, see, the pageant challenge was fun. That was cool. I'm here for this. I didn't care for the host. I would like an international all-stars. I would like an international all-stars. I think that'd be like there are people who we can bring in. There would be a bit of a language barrier in cases, but that's fine. Bring in people who are on standby translators or someone who's able to like help out with that communication, because if we can't listen or hear each other, even when we're talking in different language, how are we supposed to do this together? Like, just because I don't understand what they're saying doesn't mean I don't understand where their intentions are coming from. Does that make sense? Like, she said something in a completely different language, but I know what she wanted to do. I know where her intentions were lying, and, you know, this, that, and the other. So, I don't know. I would be down for it. I mean, it's no secret. I don't want Jeffrey on the show anymore. I think this has kind of ruined him a bit. I don't know if y'all agree with me. This has done nothing to help him. This just made me dislike him. I was already like cool kind of with him, thinking like possible situations of flirtatiousness. But then he gets on here and he becomes a complete douche, and it's like, come on. Like, you don't have to do all this. Why are you? This isn't even RuPaul. RuPaul don't even act like this. Who is this queen? Bye. Like, So, I don't know. Maybe they need to sit and talk to him. Hey, Gay Gloom. Yes, the fact that I knew that it was Gloom. What number is that in the Pokédex? From Pokemon, I'm proud of you. Thank you for having a Pokemon avatar. I appreciate you. I'm cool with him being a guest judge. Showing up every now and then for little skits here and there. That's it. Choreograph the routine, judging panel, goodbye. That's it. That's all we need. No more, no less. That's it. That's it. I don't understand. The thing about Brooklyn that sits better with me when it comes to her is that Brooklyn is in drag. Brooklyn knows drag. Brooklyn has competed pageant-wise drag competitions. And so while I am annoyed to hear Brooklyn every 5 minutes go, well, when I did this, or I know how that feels, or when it was me, at least there's experience. At least there's actual like time spent in drag, knowing the craft and the art to actually give commentary on it. Whether or not it's about your liking of a certain aesthetic or not is one thing, but it's still like, hey. Stacey is holding it down, though. Stacey was a little bit rude to the first episode. I certainly will. I was like, who is this? What is going on here? But Stacey has become one of my favorite people on the show. I love her so much. Her insight is really important because when Stacey gives a critique, it actually has a positive critique on top of it. It's not just, I hate your drag. It's, I love what you did here, however, and it goes from there. I love that about Stacey. And you want to know what else made Stacey like a really big deal for me? Stacey gave them actual runway lessons. As a model, as a former supermodel model, I forget the title. I think she's a super caliber. But she gave them something that she has to help them in the competition. That is so important. That's how funny. That's so important. I love you, Stacey. I appreciate you, baby. I thank you, Stacey. I really do. You've been holding it down. Yes, you can definitely tell she's from the fashion world. Like, remember how when Jimbo came up, it wasn't like she was gonna fully drag Jimbo. It was just like, I but this isn't what I'm used to. So, you know. Oh, hey, Demetria. Yeah, I have last week. And everything has been paid for and I'm good to go as far as that is concerned. So yeah, everything was taken care of yesterday. We were able to raise the money. What I ended up doing, because, you know, I was told, get a job, even though this is an employed job, sis. Once you're monetized and you get your coin, this is work. And it's a lot of it. But I did a cooking segment on my Instagram channel and we cooked together. I made couscous, some garlic, herb, chopped chicken, and a little bit of a green bean and Texas toast medley. But I did that with everybody there as a way of doing the fundraising, and it was really fun. And I also enjoyed it. So twice a month, we're gonna do something like that where I cook with y'all together. But it will be on Instagram because I like to play music when I'm cooking, and I want y'all to be in that same vibe as me, not just on I hear a sizzle and we're done. No, like, listen to some old school music with Matty, get your good feel on. This is all about love. If you wanna cook the food with me, let's do it. Listen to the recipe or whatever else wise. But yeah, so we're gonna do that twice a month. On Instagram, we're gonna set aside like 2 hours of time, and it's gonna be like a little cooking fun that we do together. And you can ask me questions and we can talk while I'm making something fun to eat. So, oh, let me flex. I need to get this, see this arm, we need to get like here. This one's a little better, but I need this to be like up here. So this is okay. I've been working out, so I'm kind of showing it. Excuse me. Sorry. What else was I talking about today? Ooh, I have Fortunate Rants with me and Mimi Cherry will be Tuesday. We filmed that early this week, so the video is kind of a weekend behind schedule, but I needed to have these last 2 days of privacy for myself. As you can see, what happens when I got on this live, I was ready. Energy. And so I believe now that's gonna be my new thing. I need at least a day of maybe 1 or 2 posts on social media, and that's it. But my phone, I promise y'all, yesterday my phone was sitting well, I wasn't here. My phone was sitting in the other room. I kept my phone in the other room, and it was on Do Not Disturb, and it was on silent. Ask everybody who called me. I was not answering. I didn't answer my phone until maybe 9:30 in the evening Pacific time. Yeah, it was wild. Mimi's doing better. Mimi's first day at her new job, I believe, is this Monday. So send Mimi your love. Send Mimi your love. I believe, well, not her first day, excuse me. This is not her first day. I forget what she told me. what specific wording was used in reference for this. I think she has a first big project or something, but she's doing good at her new job, and I'm proud of my Mimi. I can't wait for someone to finally say, hey, Matthew, here's your second interview. Let's get you back working again. And so that way people won't talk about me the way they have been, even though I've been trying my best. Isn't that fun? Like you're doing the work to like get yourself to be better, and because you're not moving fast enough, those people have to attack you, right? Because it worked out better for them. I always find that hilarious. It's one of my favorite things. Like, your schedule for me. Oh, okay. Isn't that weird? Like, schedule for me. That's like me telling you I expected you to be in this chat 30 minutes ago. Ooh. One more time. It's like me expecting you to be here 30 minutes ago and being like, girl, who? Anna Ray, who? Wait. Wait, who? Leslie, what happened, girl? I didn't get to read your comment, baby. I was going down the list. Matty, thoughts on Kamala Harris? Oh, on Kamala Mala? Okay, listen. All right. I understand people's frustrations with Kamala Harris being the VP elect with Joe Biden. I understand their concerns because of her previous history as forget the title specifically. I forget, is it state prosecutor? I can't remember what it is. My issue, and King Ray, you kind of just gave me my point a little bit. This mess. What is the biggest mess? What is currently the biggest issue we are dealing with right now? Yeah, a cop and she was a district attorney. There we go. What are we dealing with right now? And all the stuff that people are bringing up are things that have happened like 10 years and so ago. But okay. Thank you, graduated thought. Oh yeah, Leslie, I'm gonna bring up Chi Chi. I just retweeted, I think the Vixen's post about that. Y'all, like, let's be very clear here. I get why you're mad. And I get why it's frustrating and why couldn't he pick this one and why couldn't he pick that one. We're still dealing with this man saying some stupid mess about black people that he didn't even mean to be offensive, but is offensive. Unlike someone who is offensive just to be offensive. I know where my vote is going. I know what I've been dealing with the past 4 years. I know what frustrations I have sat through and I've watched with others. So I know where my vote is going to. I don't give a flip. I don't. Okay, so here's my thing. Is that going to stop you from voting, or is that situation there that really sucks? That is not something that should ever have happened, or even that case, because that was a long time ago when people were really ignorant. And a lot of people weren't really on the progressive agenda here because they were going off of what they needed for votes to stay in office. Are you telling me that is going to be the reason why you don't? Okay, that's my whole thing. I am here for this. I'm not happy for, but at least I'm going to go out and do something. I had someone argue with me the other day. Well, what's the whole point of me exercising my vote when I don't believe in any of the parties? I'm like, babe, you have got to think more about that than this. Like, it's not even about the parties. What about you? What about you? What about you? What's going to happen to you? She messed up, and she did a lot of dumb shit back in the day. A lot of people have, okay? What is she doing now is what I'm looking at, and what is she putting on the agenda to do once she's in office? That's what I'm looking for. What are you doing now? What you gonna do later? What you did in the back was some bull, and we will hold you accountable for this. But I mean, the Supreme child let's not start on there, because you already know that's a full mess right there, girl. It's like one seat away from it being a total mess up. Ugh. That's what I thought Kamala was going to be there. Honestly, I could see Joe quitting 2 years down the line and saying, Kamala, you can just take over as VP and be turned into presidency and get a full female president just like that. I can see that happening. But I think that is literally why she's being put on this ticket. Joe may be a little bit more lax with some kind of stuff or whatever, and maybe she's there to be like, okay, we have shit to take care of. I don't know. I don't know. All I'm gonna say is I will be voting. I find it insanely weird how everybody was like, they're not getting it's the whole, do you realize by you doing this is what he wanted kind of stuff. Like, people don't get it. I don't know. I just I did before, but what I know on a level, it's a big deal for me too. I mean, low-key, I wanted Michelle Obama to be the vice president if you really want to go there, or just the president in general, because Michelle Obama is like, but that's all. I just want people to vote. I just want people to vote. Like, but yeah, we have a voice. I get on here and I use my voice every time with y'all. I use it differently for this, but I also use it to tell you about news, hot topics, and my opinions on stuff. I'm using my voice now to tell you, please vote. I get, you have your own, didn't, go to who you wanted. You did something. You exercised something that a lot of people wish they could. A lot of people didn't even have the right to do this many years ago. Okay? So I don't know. I want everyone to type something on Twitter, then you can walk to a voting booth and click a couple buttons and walk the fuck away. If you can type it online and go, I don't like this bitch because of that, okay, then so exercise that in the voting booth. Until then, you look crazy giving us your opinion and you won't even exercise it. How does that make sense? I'll tell you my opinion, but I won't do nothing about it. Oh, okay. Wunderbar. All right, next subject, please. Anybody, listen, I'm here for this. Someone threw out Kamala minutes in this live before I got to go and get this room a little bit more air conditioned. Let me know. I'll tell you this too. When I was in Hamburger Mary's at Long Beach, and there was this huge performance, they did something on Stars and Stripes, and one thing that was really dope was they had someone walk around giving voter register papers together, and they did talk about the LGBTQ community as far as voting in numbers and how important it is, as well as bringing up by. And if you just have an opportunity for 25, 30 minutes of your day, girl, to just say how you feel, that's the place to do it. So yeah, I'm prepared to, I gotta tell y'all something. Okay. I got a picture sent to me the other day, this morning, to be honest with you. Shout out to Schitt's Creek. Moira is my spirit animal, next to her son. I'm either Moira or I am the son. There is a photo of mailboxes in Portland, Oregon, being put on a pickup truck or on this little big truck, allegedly. I saw the picture, but allegedly, I don't know what they're doing. But they were putting all these public mailboxes that you would be able to drop your letters off, and they were, gathered them all in the back of one little truck. And I was thinking to myself, that looks a little suspicious. This is happening kind of early. It's August. Isn't voting in November? Aren't they talking about this being an issue with mailing votes? Ooh. This is scary. This is scary. This is scary. Yeah. So I would say, before we continue on with the next part of this subject, is pay attention to what's happening in your neighborhood. Pay attention. Don't be silent. Pay attention. I'm starting to learn that now, as time going on, that I don't have to explain things to people or do anything like that. Like, just say, for instance, someone bad mouthing me to other people and them not realizing that everybody has basically, they're aware of that person and what they do. You have to let people be sometimes, because they will destroy themselves or they will show you who they are immediately. And a lot of times you see them, you know how they are, you know how they acting, but you may be too kind, too soft, or too sensitive to be direct enough to be like, I ain't for this shit. You can't have none of my shit. I'll box you for this mess, okay? How I vote is I vote on issues that affect me directly. My health, my lifestyle, my living situation. You want to take my vote? No. Here's what's a real giggle. I had this one lady I know who never had food stamps in her life, and she always talked about blacks and POC people needing to be the only people on stamps. She lost her job 3 years ago. She's never been able to get another job back. Okay? Her husband's the only one working, and his job barely makes enough. Guess who is on food stamps now? Guess who is on government supplements? And guess who is now getting paid directly that way to make sure her 5 kids are fed? And guess who she called just a few months ago to be like, do you remember that conversation we had years ago? I sure do, because me and her got into it over it. And she's like, karma is not only hit, but reality is hit. And I have a full understanding now on stuff like that. You never know where you're going to be. Y'all, I used to live in a $3.5 million house, honey, with a BMW Z4 convertible 2004 3.0. I'm now over here in a studio apartment in Vegas with no car and bad credit. That I now am fixing, that I'm working on getting another car, that I'm working into getting in a house again. Recognize your situation, know where you stand, work on it, and fix it. Everybody has a different way for doing anything. I'm real about mine, and I share my stories with you so it can help. Or also, you can help me by either listening or just being there. That's what we do. This is what family stuff is. But when I tell you, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You never know what's going to happen next week. So if I'm going to vote for something, it's going to be on what is going to make my life better. What is going to help me if I get in trouble? Again, I have seen, and I'm still seeing, the worst, okay? I've also been in the best. I have been that bad motherfucker getting out the car like, ooh, wish somebody would. And I've also been humbled in the same breath. Oh, you want a story time about what happened, Leanne? Okay, so a long time ago when I worked at a bank, there was this one lady who was very bougie, and she thought she was the shit, but you worked at the, she had like a Range Rover, she had a lot of good stuff. Nice lady, but she would rub that stuff in people's faces. Like, if someone came into work and they were like, ooh, I'm going through this, that, and the other, she'd be like, I have no idea what that's about. I have no idea. I could never imagine being poor. I could never imagine having issues. Oh my God, who does that? Like, that kind of shit. And it was like, huh? Now, mind y'all, at the time, I had just broken up with my boyfriend. I was moved into a whole new 1-bedroom in this other place that I did not care for. I was paying car note, car insurance, flight bill, phone bill, water bill, rent. I had every bill imaginable. I was going to work just to pay my bills. 80 hours a week just to pay my bills. I did overtime to have fuck off money. And that fuck off money always went into like things that would be gone in 2 days. Okay? So you're talking to someone who's going to work just to survive, which is another reason why I'm ready to get back into the work field, but that part, again, very much scares me for my dues. And many times, I hated seeing my check, y'all. Y'all feel about this, but there be those days, the many hours I were missing on my checks at that bank. Anywho, it was very elitist in classism. And so one day, this woman came into the office and she had 99-cent store bags and they were full of food. And so she low-key lives not in a nice neighborhood. And so she has to take like a very long bus every day to get to work, like an hour and a half. And so she makes her breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Like the refrigerator is stocked, but you can put your own food in there too. So this one lady had to do that, right? So we're all in the workroom. I'm a trainer at this point in time because I've moved up in the company and I'm now teaching people how to, work the phones and stuff like that. This lady's making a whole meal. And the woman walks in and scoffs at her and tells this lady, listen, I know you're doing whatever, but I don't want to come into the break room and see you using it as your own kitchen. This was when Matty was in his 20s and when Matty did not give a flying fuck. This is when I was like, no filter. I'm just going to say whatever. I clowned that lady so bad. I said, first of all, it's none of your business what she's doing. She's making food for herself. As a matter of fact, I was like, girl, can you make me a sandwich? Yeah, Matty, I got you, turkey or ham. Turkey. And we then got into a full argument for about 15 minutes of my 30-minute lunch break. Because that job was bullshit on lunch breaks. They only give us 30 minutes for 10-hour days. But, yep. I read that lady for filthy. She was calling me all kinds of names and this, that, and the other. And I was like, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. You over here talking about how much money you got and your wigs are chopped. You coming over here talking about how trash this lady is, but I can see your tags from the back. That's a miss thing. That is what you want to do. Like, we were going in. So the next thing I know, my boss comes in. He's like, Matt, chill. I liked Chris. Chris was cool at the time. And then her boss came in who was a friend of mine and he was like, what is wrong with you? And so, I quit that job on the 26th of October when I had my breakdown and I completely lost it at work. I had someone attack me recently when I told that story in my last video. They didn't listen. It's okay. But I literally had a full breakdown. A full breakdown. Couldn't work, do anything like that. I because I was working in, but maybe she got fired like last year. I think last year, because someone who still works at that job was telling me about it. But she got fired and it was a big deal. Apparently, are y'all ready for this? Are you ready for this tea? Apparently, and this has happened before with a few people at this job that I was working at, because it's a bank, she was transferring increments, little small increments, like $500, from a senior citizen Okay, my apologies. Is it working? Let me know if it works again. Are we back? Let me know if we're back. All right, my apologies. Where was I at? Oh, so maybe he's taking small increments of money from a elderly customer that we used to have. I actually remember the guy because I would get him all the time and he recognized my voice. And there are people who are older who call establishments so they have someone to talk to. I'm getting emotional talking about this because I am now remembering a customer of mine that died maybe 2 weeks before I quit, and he was one of my favorite people to get on the phone with. But yeah, so senior citizen abuse is real, and apparently they would get calls from him, and while they had his account up, they would like do stuff like help him out, like tell him his balance and stuff like that. But then they would leave his account up, and then have a friend of theirs in a whole nother section of the building like screenshots, taking the account numbers, moving transfers overs because he wasn't reading, he wasn't going into his account like that. He would maybe call us 3 times a day to ask us for the account balance. 3 times a day. Just to do that. Hey, how's it going? I'm such and such and such and such. How's it going, sir? Hope you're doing okay today. I'm doing pretty good. Can I get the last 4 of your social or your account number, please? And then we'd go through the whole bit. And I give him his account. You have millions of dollars. That he was loaded. If a woman got on the phone, he would flirt with them. One time he flirted with me because he thought I was a woman. I was like, no, sir, I'm a man. He was like, oh, well, I bet you're pretty. And I was like, bitch. But yeah, I felt really bad for him. Talk to him. We'd have a long conversation. Y'all, that man told me about some crazy stories to Thailand. I forget what the name of the specific part is. There's a name in Thailand for it. I forget the name of it. Like there's a whole like strip or a road or something like that. But he was telling me so many stories. Ooh, he was telling me some stories, y'all. That man was woo. He lived. Now he was also a Vietnam vet, and he was a Democrat. That it blew my mind. He was a Democrat who was a Vietnam vet, and he played no games. He was so happy because Obama was still in the office when I was still working at this company. So he would, girl. Woo, I miss him. I miss that man. I hope he's still alive. He was good people. But anywho, she was stealing money from him. She did this for over a year. I guess he called one day and his son, who was like not the account holder, but the secondary on the account, had access to his father's trust, that kind of bit. Yeah, I worked a lot with, I worked with CDs, trusts. Ooh, girl, let's not get in my banking days. Let's not get into Maddie's banking days. If I had to go back into that field again, I'd be just fine. But oh my God. Woo, I could tell y'all some horror stories. But yeah, she stole, I would say, about 100 something plus $1,000 from the man. And they had to give him the money back, of course, wherever they got it from, because she spent most of it. She got fired. They went to court over it. She got away with it. She didn't get any jail time. I think she had to do a lot of community service or something like that. But she hasn't been able to get a job since then. She had to get all them stamps, all that kind of stuff. Her husband does what kind of work he does. Everything has changed in her entire life. Everything has changed. That was the whole storyline that I think, I forget my baby's name, but she called me up and was like, now Matthew, you see what happened to her? Do you see what happened? She walked around this whole office talking all kinds of shit. Made so many people feel bad. She would be the lady that would we'd have like White Elephant, and she would bring a $50 gift when the budget is $20. Well, I just couldn't spend $20 on a gift. That was that lady. So yeah, karma has hit. She's apparently, Henri Robinson, yes, she was. But yeah, no jail time, none. She had to do a lot of community service, and then she did something, I forget what else she had to do. I don't follow that lady. I didn't like her. She was yeah. But yeah. Ooh, also, someone was asking me, because y'all were sending me the SBA loan for those in pandemic or whatever. Yeah, they declined me. So Maddie's not getting none. All right, and my decline was pretty. It shook me to the core. It's actually what I was talking about in my last video of me fixing why I was declined. So I was like, oh, okay, I understand. But yeah, that it's just to let you, again, you never know what tomorrow will bring. You never know what's going to happen to you in any kind of situation. Do not have expectations. Just, do what you need to do and move around, baby. And that's just that. And so I understand that there are people who think that what they're doing is right and they assume that they have everything correct. But when the majority of people have come to you and said, no, it's not, and you may want to fix this and change it, maybe that time to adapt a bit of change, okay? I had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. I'm very happy that my weekend was good. I'm happy that I could find some peace this weekend. I'm happy that I've now surrounded myself with people who make me feel good, and I am happy that those people are honest with me and I can trust them. And that's what's most important right now in this situation in life, is having people who love you genuinely love you. Do not talk behind your back. Do not take things you say and misconstrue them, but people who can understand you and where you're coming from. There's a lot of talkers. There's not a lot of walkers, okay? A lot of talkers, not a lot of walking. But I'm happy. I'm in a very good place, and I'm really happy that I decided to put myself in a positive feeling of being in this place. And if something were to happen again, that is going to be emotionally taxing for me. Sorry, trying to give you my best Moira from Schitt's Creek. Taxing for me, the baba. Gossip is the devil's telephone. Twyla, you must hang it up. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Oh, you want an update on that? Okay. There's a way to do it, CA, but it's always what are the intent on something? I'm a little bit more aggressive than he is on my approach with it. But if I can see something's not clicking, I now have to change up how I talk to him about it, so that way he doesn't think I'm like jabbing him for the information. It's more so, can you help? I think I've learned with Jim R, it's a soft hand. You gotta walk up soft. If you come at him like, he'll be like, something happened? Oh God, what's going on with this stream? My bad, y'all. We have 9 minutes left of this live anyways, so let me go ahead and wrap this up with just some of my final thoughts before I get ready for my Patreon Jackbox Day. I'm never gonna do this again with my hands. Yeah, I know, and my signal is perfectly fine. I'm just gonna have to chop this up to YouTube today, being a jerk. Okay. Mama! No, okay, so let's wrap this up. Final thoughts here, a little something something. Hold on. Okay, there's the sound. Okay, got it. All right, so thank you. Y'all see how long my hair has gotten? Y'all see how long this hair has gotten? Like, basically, I did get a second date with said person. It was a great second date, and yeah, I'm enjoying me being single and me being open and receptive to just friendship or love, either or, new friends or just love and just honesty. Yeah, but Matty ain't never living with nobody again, and I'm certainly never going through to deal with anything like what I dealt with before. Ooh, no, man. No, man. I think that's why I've been such in a good mood lately too, is because I I've been able to sit down myself and go, hey me, hi me, how are you? I'm doing good, thanks, I appreciate it, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm not, nothing serious right now. This is like just about being happy and sharing that with others. And if I'm not in a good place, removing myself from others so that way I don't spread any of my anger or my distaste in something, but for me to work on it and then come back out. And for me also not to be a person to just be just gross. I there's so many people who are gross, girl. Like, you don't even know. You don't know. You just do not know. Woo, honey. We have a lot of work to do. There's more work to do. There's always work to do. Remind yourself with your life is an ever going project. It will never end. You're never going to have a perfect house. Anybody who's claiming perfection is a lie. You are going to be working every day on you. Whether you go to work and pay your bills, whether you just work out and try to get your body together or whatever you want to do, you are a constant project. Thank you, Chi-Chi. I will try to do that. But yeah, don't give up on your project. Don't give up on it. It's yours. And don't let anybody in on your shit to tell you how to do your project, girl. And unless it's constructive and meant to make you better. There will be many people who are going to look at your shit and say, well, if I was you, I'd be doing this. But they're not you. They're not in your shoes. They're not walking your walk. They're not talking your talk. They're not dealing with anybody that you're dealing with. They have their own shit. It's so much easier to look at someone else's situation and go, if I did that, it would be nothing. Me, I do it all the time with reviews. All the time. That's where the loving yourself part comes first, where once you love yourself so much, you don't have to worry about what other people say about you, and you also don't need to run around talking about other people at the same moment to almost validate your bullshit. You are the project. Focus on your project. It's yours. That's yours. That's God's plan. Even if you don't believe in God, that's your plan. It's yours. This is me. I'm Matty. I have my own project to work on. I have Matthew outside this camera that I'm working on. And then I have Matty, the camera, the rant pack, that I have my own set of things I'm working on here. You know what I mean? Give yourself that much. And also do me a favor. If you've been feeling really bad this week, take a piece of paper. I don't have a piece of paper for an example, obvious. I will just use this air conditioning pamphlet to get you a piece of paper and a pen. I don't have a pen, so I'm gonna use this random comb and what? Hi. Your name as to you. Write yourself a letter. Write down all the positive things that you have, positive things you want, and that's it. If you're feeling negative, this is my new trick too, because y'all, I gave you a couple tricks here, but my other new one is writing them down and like setting that list on fire. Without burning the house down, of course. But that's my new thing now. I had to write someone's name on a piece of paper to remove all the stuff that I have and the feelings of just, I couldn't believe they did this to me kind of situation. Let it go, let it be, move on. I can't tell you enough. I really can't. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's voodoo. That wasn't no voodoo. Because Lord knows I'm talking to God when I wrote that letter down. I was like, if you could remove this person and from my life, Lord, they are continuously trying to hurt me. They are continuously trying to hurt me. I'm asking you to remove them from my life because all they want to do is hurt me, and I don't want that to be around, and that's not cool. They continuously want to hurt me. That I don't need. Please remove them from me. Stay away. So I'm asking, please stay away from me. Like, just stay away from me. Don't talk about it. Leave me alone. I haven't started it yet. It's on my list. I was thinking of watching it because if it's anything like Umbrella Academy, I do want to do a review on it. And shout out to everyone who watched my Umbrella Academy review that's posted up now. Okay, let's end this video. It is so hot. I'm not even lying. It's 1:30 now, meaning 2 o'clock, 30 minutes from now, I'm about to be on Zoom with my Patreon subscribers. We're doing ourselves a Jackbox day. And then after that, I will be off of social media for the rest of the day. Monday, Candace Drag Race will be up in the early afternoon. Tuesday. Is that lemonade over here that's been sitting out for an hour and a half in this heat? No, ma'am. Tuesday, Fortunate Rants. Wednesday, Shea has making her return, and I am including the Housewives. I won't tell you what franchise yet, but I'm doing a Shea on one of the Housewives franchises. Excited. It's gonna be good. Whew, okay, that's what, Wednesday? Okay. Thursday is break day because that's Canada Drag Race live stream on Instagram. Friday and Saturday, there will be a video posted Friday. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but after that, nothing for Saturday. And then Sunday, catch me back on the live again, okay? Lovely. Listen. I love y'all so much. Oh, what do I use for my hair? Right now, hold on. Let me go get it. Let me just go get it. Listen. Just gonna go get it. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah. Get that out of there. All that type of stuff. Okay, cute. All right, so what I use in my hair before I let y'all go. I got Shea Moisture, but I assume this was black owned because of a list that was going around saying it was, but then everyone was like, no, it's not. It's actually been bought out by somebody else. So now I don't want to use it because I said I would for the rest of the year and so on and so forth, use only black owned products, and not because I'm trying to take away from others, but I'm trying to give back to my community. So this I bought thinking it was one, but it's not. However, I'm using this up until it's time to switch. I will say though, this has done nice wonders for my hair. This is Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie. I have the shampoo and conditioner from them of the same kind of curling, for moisturizing, curl define, thick and curly hair, right? So I wash my hair either on the 4th or 5th day of the week. I wait 4 to 5 days to wash my hair thoroughly, shampoo and condition. There may be some water that touches my hair in between those times, but never to a point of me rinsing conditioning, okay? I deep shampoo and then I condition. By me putting the conditioner in my hair, 5 minutes tops, I'm sitting in the shower with my hair fully conditioned, waiting to rinse it. Then I rinse it. After that, blow dry, but not to the point of where it's too dry, just a little bit damp is left. And then I take some of this curl enhancing smoothie. Oh my God, as you can see. And not even that much of it, like these 3 fingers, like. Let's do this. Okay, these 3 fingers. And then I just take them in and I start outside, then I split it open and go in, and then just do it like that. And then I put my fingers through, shake it around, throw my hair all over the place, and then I style it and then I just walk. And that's just how I do my hair. So there you go. All right, now we done. All right. No, I do not like dry shampoos. Nope. Okay, I gotta go because this live isn't really working out and we've already had a really good time. Camille Rose is on my list. It's on my list. Talia, I've heard of that one too. And Taraji's was another one, Taraji P. Henson's hair care line. And Tracy Ellis Ross one too. My friend has it. Hydrotherma Naturals is black owned. I think the owner also has a YouTube. I'ma look. Ooh, graduated thought. Yes. I love to do. Ooh, I love to do a hair video with somebody. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? All right. Okay. I gotta go. Hugs and kisses, my best love and wishes to you. It's your boy Matty Rants. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone. Love, love, love. Love yourselves. I love you. Take care. I will see you tomorrow with Jamari D4 for Canada's Drag Race. I'm not dyeing my hair. I've dyed it once and before in my life. It was many, many moons ago, and I will never dye my hair again. I like my natural color. All right. I didn't press the button. I'm trying to press it. Okay, there we go.